Morning guys, it's Monday morning, start of a new week. Most of the lads have just left the yard now. It's only myself and Nathan in the yard today. Callum's just come back actually. He's just gone up to a hire firm to get a not a compressor, get a pressure washer to wash the forwarder off before that leaves Goudhurst, because all things crossed, tomorrow we should get our new trailer and it'll have its maiden voyage with the forwarder on it, so there'll be some good footage from that. But he is off to start cleaning that. It's very damp here today. We've had a lot of rain which has returned over the weekend, which is not good for some of the site work we've got going on, mainly at the estate, because it is in a valley, so that could present a few challenges. Good evening guys, it is Tuesday late afternoon. We are eagerly awaiting the delivery of the Grizzly trailer. From what I can gather, he hasn't had a great trip up this afternoon, left a bit late, and by all accounts followed a bulldozer up the A303, which meant he was probably doing about 40 miles an hour when he could have been going a lot quicker. But nonetheless, it is almost here. So in the next couple of minutes, he'll be coming up the lane there. So we'll get some nice footage of it rocking up. But yeah, not long to go now. A bit later than what we had planned, but nonetheless it is here. Lorry ain't that bad neither. So first impressions are, it looks pretty bling. So what this does mean, this is the start of a new chapter for Aztech. It means we will now be doing the majority of our plant haulage in-house. So opening up more lines of work, taking back a bit of control so we can do things, move things, get loads out the door as and when we please. So yeah, this is another step, another new chapter. So yeah, fairly exciting times, but it looks epic. Pretty damn smart trailer. So I'll just take you for a walk round. We've got the nice wide ramps, give us a nice low, shallow track up. Side repeaters there. We've got the little pull out wings for the extension boards for the wider plant. And they go full length. Locker boxes. This little gadget here is a hot wash by all accounts. All on air, as you would need with something this big. We've got underbody storage for the alley bolsters for when we're moving the timber. I think in reality we'll probably take those off when we're not on the timber job, because they're just too expensive to be chatting around and left on a trailer, so I think we'll probably keep them under lock and key. We've got more there, bolsters which go along they go on the trailer deck to keep the timber off the floor so you don't strike the floor when you're unloading or loading. Plenty of lights for manoeuvring. Hydraulic ramps. Right guys, Wednesday afternoon, just managed to get into the site there down at Goudhurst. Got in through the gate with the use of the steering axle there, and went down to the landing pad where we did some filming a while back. Turned around and we loaded out on the road after getting back out of the site. So we just spent 10 minutes or so chaining it down, and I've just come up the road and pulled over here because I just wanted to jump out. Now it's sort of bounced around for half a mile. Just have a check on these straps, check on these chains, just to give them up another pinch up. So I've got two there crossed over, pulling it forwards. I've got one at the front there pulling it back to the middle, and then I've got one chain there pulling it down onto the deck. So I think we're fairly safe. Got these little ratchets here to just secure the ramps for transport. Two straps over the fuel bowser there, hold that down. So I'm fairly happy that we can nose on up the road now. I'm just waiting for Callum to come back out in his truck, and he is going to give us a little escort out the country lanes back through Goudhurst. It's a bit of a pinch spot, so we will get through this with our intercoms on so we can communicate, keep it nice and safe. Here he is now. Right, so we made it about an hour with my main man Callum there on the escort, getting us out the pinch points. It worked really well. Callum's just going to start undoing the first of the chains there, and yeah, nothing to report really. Quite a smooth little run, not the longest of journeys, but yeah, it went pretty well. Thought I would point out as well is these little nifty gadgets here pull out. So we've got two twist locks here we can just undo and slide these side markers and indicators and brake lights, slide them in or out. So when we've got a load overhanging the deck, we can make our indication as wide as the load. And also it does help for stuff mainly on the other side. Just lights up the fact that we are wider than normal, so it helps the traffic out. But all in all, not a bad little run out. Picked up a bit of foliage from the canopy. So yeah, really impressed with the maiden voyage. Taken the bolsters out already. Store them away in the yard. But yeah, good run. afternoon guys, it's Thursday after lunch. We are down on the second of the sites we're currently working on for the local estate. This being Pen Farm, and that there is Callum with a forwarder load of brash, the lops and tops of bit of everything really out of this ride. So he's extracting that from the piles that we've created, and he is laying it down there, and it's not going to spend very long on the deck because me and Nathan are chipping it straight away. I think Cal is struggling a bit with that grab. We have got the finger grab in the back of the truck, which we are going to change, because with that one, that log grab, it tends to bridge up and get stuck. So we're going to swap to the finger grab probably tomorrow morning. We spent this morning moving the forwarder from the other site with an escort, front and back, just keep the cars away. We had to go and get the tractor and chipper from home, run that down here. We had to go pick up a trailer, not the blue one this time, but something just as big. It's the Richard Weston trailer, but it's just as big, and Nathan's literally left in the last half hour, run that back to the yard. So it's all systems go here today. Ground is a little bit on the chewy side, but with a bit of careful management, taking a different route and squishing the bit from before back in, we'll probably just get away with it today, which will mean we can get on and get some of this material out and back to the yard. The rain is not being kind at the moment. It's been a bit rock, paper, scissors as to actually where we can go. It's all very well carrying on regardless, but we do have to fix what we damaged, not to mention things getting stuck. So yeah, it's a bit of a juggling act at the moment, but we finished this morning. We finished the other site for the estate, got about 100 tonne of wood, logwood pulled out for their chipping operation, stacked up on a headland. All we've left to do there now is break away the fire piles, which are still in the process of burning up. But yeah, good progress today. All systems go, all machines running, and we'll get a bit of footage in the next couple of minutes where Nathan returns. That's Callum unloaded, and he is off down the track to pick up the next load. That probably makes it about 9 or 10 loads in that volume that he's pulled out this morning.
Wakes up at the crack of dawn, putting on his boots and his old plaid shirt. Out in the field where the corn grows tall, he's got the tractor humming, ready to work. He fires it up, the diesel song's playing, long reach crane swings high and wide with the chipper on the back. Trees are laying, turning wood to chips with pride. Chipping mud under the southern sky, running that big black tractor, watching the sawdust fly. From dawn till dusk, he never slows down. He's the king of the timber, the hero of this town. Talk about storms and the wind blowing hard, doesn't matter, Bert keeps grinding. That chipper roars like a wild bulldog to the rhythm of of his heart, there's no unwinding. Folks gather around Benny, Sue, and Joe, watching Bert, his work brings a smile. They say there's no one like him, you know, turning logs to virtue, country style. Chipping Bert under the southern sky, running that big black tractor, watching the sawdust fly. From dawn till dusk, he never slows down. He's the king of the timber, the hero of this town. Talk about storms and the wind blowing hard, doesn't matter, Bert keeps grinding. That chipper roars like a wild bulldog to the rhythm of his heart, there's no unwinding. Folks gather around Benny, Sue, and Joe, watching Bert, his work brings a smile. They say there's no one like him, you know, turning logs to virtue, country style. Chipping Bert under the southern sky, running that big black tractor, watching the sawdust fly. From dawn till dusk, he never slows down. He's the king of the timber, the hero of this town.
What a difference. Oh, I've literally just got back from Devon, popped in to see the boys finishing off. Nathan's been busy and cleared all this, tidied all that right up, and they're just getting the last bit of chip on. Bloody smart job. Monday morning in the yard, lorry in nice and early. Ian is just getting him loaded up. The last load of whole tree chip going out from last week. And then on to getting all this G50 moved. Yeah, busy morning. Get the boys out, get the boys going on another week. Let's go. We're still not out of winter. These bloody ruts. Got knee deep in places. But cows on site, forwarding out this timber. Got a little bit more chip to do, which we're going to finish off tomorrow. Had a punch on the chipper Friday night, so that's been repaired this morning. And yeah, all systems go. We're hoping the weather holds out. We're due a bit more rain. The rest of this isn't holding up too bad. I don't know if you can see them down through there, stacking up. Yeah, getting there. Hi guys, I have just got to another very wet forestry site. Come and see Paul, who's in the harvester. We had an absolute downpour rain on Monday night, and it literally looks like we're in the winter. Look behind us. Mad. I just had a call from Nath and Christian, who apparently are very stuck with the mog on the other side chipping. So I'm going to see Paul, have a walk down to the spruce block that he's just gone into, and then go up and try and give them a hand. So yeah, let's take a quick walk down through the woods, go and find Paul. So this is the next block. This is spruce clear fell, so only spruce coming out, and then a thin on the hardwoods and any larch that doesn't look too good. But we're trying to retain the larch, retain the broadleaf stuff, and just remove the spruce. Now I can't see him, but Paul is through there somewhere, so I'm just going to give him a ring, let him know I'm on site and I'm coming through, and go find him. So yeah, a bit of a bummer of a morning. Mog stuck, site too wet. The boys have managed to get it out with the help of a friend and their tractor, and we're just doing some more of these arborings. We're nearly through now, doing the last bit. You can see the piles just growing. We're overflowing out the chip van. Hopefully we'll get some lorries in and go from there. Well, how about that? That was one hell of a wet spot. Belly deep. But she's out. And we're going to take a different route in. Paul was trying to get across and just finish this last strip. But I think he's going to just cut a track down the side of that, brash it right out, and then come back up that way. Because it is bloody wet up this top end. Middle of July, and we're still sinking in mud. Happy 2024. So that is that. Harvester rescued, harvester back cutting. I'm glad we had that winch. That literally popped it out, no problem. Gonna leave Paul to it. He's got back in the clear fell that we started at the beginning of this job. It's drying out a bit now. So he's gonna rattle the last bit of this out. Reckons around the middle of next week he might be all done. We'll be on to the next one for the harvester. Seems to be drying out. I don't know if you can see that. They're 3 deep. Cow's just making the 3rd stack now. Coming up through. We put the tracks on this morning because it was still so wet in there. But I think a nice day of warm has really sorted it out. I'm hoping he's going to get this wrapped up on a first thing tomorrow morning. We'll look at getting the machine moved. As we said before, all this timber's staying for estate use. They are going to be chipping this. They've got a boiler on site and they sell a lot of wood chip. So this is going to sit in the stack and be seasoned. Digger's on the rake. Digger's on the rake, rake's on the digger. It is a lovely sunny Friday. We are on an absolutely lovely estate. They've got a festival coming up and they're wanting some wood chip. So we've just dropped the 3rd trailer load of chip up to them. They're using that as trackways and pathways to go through. So I'm going to go back down now, go and find Bert, who is clearing up some fire piles, some burn piles that we need to get into a dump trailer and moved. And then low loader on, forwarder move, ready for Monday morning. So it's about 12:30 on a Friday afternoon. We've got to cram all that stuff in, get going, get ready for next week. But the weather's with us, we're drying out. We love the English summertime. Last finishing touches down here, now it's dried out. Collected the burn piles up. Fencing and bits in here. Just gonna have a rake up of this last little area. And then we'll be out of here. Re-ditched. Some smoky barbed wire, it's still hot. Yeah, nearly there. We've got a little helper with us today, haven't we? Hello, little Bert. Charlie's on school holidays, so coming with us. Give everyone a wave. Hey! So guys, thanks for watching. That is all for this week. Sorry it's a bit delayed. We had annual leave, so we couldn't get one edited. But keep an eye out, we've got a standalone video coming with the Grizzly trailer, and we will have our next fortnightly one out ready for you next week. So yeah, thanks for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.